Guys, I might be crying sometimes doing it, just so you know.
That's a perfect opening. This could be a dramatic episode of We Might Be Drunk.
Yeah,
with
let
Kevin
it all
Nealon.
out. We bear it all.
Dude, it's good to see you.
Do you ever have anybody at you go up to a bartender and say, dude, you overserved me? Is that like the weakest kind of like excuse for being drunk and out of control? The bartender overserved me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never heard that.
You can't do that to a waiter. You know, like, hey, dude, you overserved me, man. I gained like 2 pounds. What are you going to do about it?
People complain when the drink is too stiff.
Oh, yeah.
That's like when the bartender is like, I'm hooking you up, and you're like, the drink tastes like shit.
That's me, man. When I bartended, I used to bartend at the Improv. When I was,
really?
Yeah, for 2
what
years. 1980.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I used to see everybody come in, the Robin Williams, Andy Kaufman.
Wow.
But I didn't never bartended before. But I befriended the regular bartender. He goes, hey, you want to work? I said, yeah, but I never bartended. So I got one of those Boston bartender guides, and I kept it under the bar. I thought the more alcohol you put in it, like the college mentality, people would love it.
Right.
But a lot of times they come back and say, hey, can you give me another glass like full of like soda water so I can make this a regular drink?
They're mixing the drink.
Yeah, yeah.
Who was the biggest drunk back then?
You know, it really wasn't obvious, but there were some people in there that come in. I mean, you know, so many people would come in there. Timothy Leary would come in.
Whoa.
Yeah, and Roy Scheidner would come in with Bob Fosse.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I saw everybody in there. Robin Williams would come from filming Mork and Mindy with his suspenders on. And
You made Roy Scheider a drink?
Yeah.
What did he drink?
Scotch and sodas. It's funny how bartenders remember exactly what people drink. Richard Lewis would come in. He would get a white wine, and he'd always leave me a $2 tip.
Hey.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it's a good tip.
That was a good tip. Yeah. I was always embarrassed at how much the drinks cost. Like for a beer, it was like $2.75. And when somebody ordered a beer, I give it to them. I go, I'm sorry, it's $2.75.
I'd kill for a $2.75 beer.
Richard Lewis, he put him back, right?
Oh my God, he was so great, man. He loved. He became sober after a while, but he would kill in that room, man.
Yeah,
he was like
really?
an expat New Yorker. He had the whole audience was expat New Yorkers, and it just had this energy and this buzz. You know, Richard Lewis would get on and just crush it. Andy Kaufman, Jay Leno. I mean, that room, you could feel it pulsing. You know, it was just so crazy. And I would watch sometimes from the peephole upstairs from the office, Bud Freeman's office. I could see down there because they couldn't go in the room because it's too packed.
Yeah.
And it was just such a great experience for me because I got to talk to comics that were, you know, established. One time Andy Kaufman was outside and I knew he was into TM, right? So I was so scared to talk to him because, you know, I'm such a fan of his. And I go, hey Andy, can you tell me a little about TM? For a half hour, he talked about TM, rarely looking at me, just looking at the traffic out on Melrose going by. And all I'm doing is looking at the moles on his face and I'm listening to him. You know?
He did have some crazy cheek moles.
Yeah, he did.
How about Pryor? Did he ever come in?
Richard Pryor never came in that I remember at the Comedy Store. I mean, at the Improv, but he would come up here at the Comedy Store and play a lot. I saw him here once.
How was that?
Oh, it was great, man. But he would start off with, he wouldn't have anything. You know, he would just develop it. And you come back like 3 weeks later and he's got this whole hunk, you know, whole act.
Wow.
What he's doing. So yeah, that was the cool thing. I was so lucky to be in that part. And back then there was only like 50 comics.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
You know? And then I go off to do SNL. I come back. I never stopped doing stand-up, but all of a sudden, it's not just Italians, Jews, Irish guys, blacks. It's like Pakistanis, you know. It's every nationality you could think of. And you know, everybody's funny now.
That's crazy. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That's a stretch. But now there's 50 comics on the lineup at the store.
Per night.
It's crazy.
But I knew everybody's act. You would know everybody's act because you knew every comic.
But that's also a bad thing.
It is.
They're like, these guys aren't writing enough, you know?
I would see Jerry Seinfeld. Same thing, you know, like a lot of us over and over. And I knew exactly where people swallowed before they took the punchline or they did a little, you know, fake indigestion thing before the punchline.
Yeah.
I mean, you know exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah, he has all these things where he says, if I move my hand this way, I get a bigger laugh than if I move it that way. Like, he's so dialed in with that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
So it was a great experience to be back then. It was a good ride.
How long were you in New York for?
9 years.
And you were on SNL for 9 years.
Yeah.
That's got to be one of the longest, right?
It was at the time, but now, you know, you have guys there like Daryl Hamill was there a long time.
Yeah.
I think, what's his name?
Tim Meadows, Keenan.
Keenan.
He's still
He's
there.
been there for 40 years. He was there before the show started. He was hanging out at 30 Rock.
Well, it was Dennis Miller, you, Norm.
That's a crazy.
What a run.
It was great. It was great.
How long were you Weekend Update?
I was Weekend Update for 3 years, and it was an interesting job because before that I was just doing sketches and characters, which I had to learn to do because I was a stand-up. So I did those for 5 years, and then Lauren put me at Weekend Update. And
How did that happen?
Just he wanted me up there, and Dennis left. I don't know why he left. I guess he just. But you know, a lot of people would leave, and I kind of got pushed out of Weekend Update. As I look back at them, I thought, yeah, I get it. I get it. No, but it was there was a lot of politics going on, and Don Ohlmeyer was like the head of NBC in that department, and so he would push things. He got rid of Norm.
Yeah.
He got
I
rid of me
remember.
because he said I was too mush-mouthed.
Wow.
And then
Did you make jokes at his expense? Or?
no, I never did OJ jokes or anything. But and I think Sandler and Farley got fired that same year that I did.
Gee, this guy's a real stiff, huh?
Yeah.
Is he dead?
Hopefully.
Ohlmeyer,
He must be dead at this point, right?
God willing.
he's dead.
All right. Good.
All
He's
right.
horrible taste in comedy, this guy.
Yeah, I remember hearing in that Letterman Norm interview, and
Oh, those were great.
those are classic. But man, no, you were a great Weekend Update guy, man, and you wrote your own
I
stuff.
had to write a lot of stuff. Nobody liked writing for Weekend Update because it wasn't a glorifying,
Right.
position because nobody would stand around on Monday and go, oh, man, do you hear that joke about Clinton, whoever it was at the time, Roosevelt? So I had to write a lot of my own stuff, and you couldn't write during the week because all the late night talk show hosts were doing that stuff. They were covering that. So Saturday morning, I'd get up really early and get like all the newspapers and AP photos because there was no Google back then. Again, this is the 1900s.
Yeah.
And so then Lauren would put out a buffet on the 17th floor of the writers' wing to try to entice writers to come and put newspapers out so they get a breakfast and read the paper. And some of the new writers came up. They weren't that good. Al Franken would come because he was a political pundit. And Norm Macdonald would come just to have breakfast and read a paper.
Right.
He didn't contribute anything.
It's like a trap, a writer
Yeah.
trap where they pull a string. They
So
got
then,
you.
so I worked with a segment producer who was from the original years that Lauren knew, and he hired him and kept him on because he's very loyal. But he was kind of out of it, and we'd go through the AP photos. And
So you wrote this in a day, basically.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Wow.
How many minutes of jokes?
I mean, you'd
is
have a
that?
couple of pocket jokes that weren't didn't deal with anything. There was about 20 jokes.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm even talking about this now. It's like it never happened. It's like
What
really?
drugs were you on that were helping you with this?
Advil.
Come on.
Nothing.
Blow?
No, I don't do drugs. I never did drugs.
Ton of coffee.
Speaking of which, I brought you an
Aspirin.
Oh, really?
just for the week. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
I know it's going to
Appreciate
get
it.
crazy out here.
Hate it.
Federal crime what just happened there.
What?
You can't give other people.
All right,
drugs.
Narc. Why don't you fuck off?
Yeah. Narc Mormon over here.
So you were just 20 in a day. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You know how hard it is to write a good topical joke.
Oh, no.
And this is for national television.
Yeah.
How can you do that without being mush mouth?
I don't even know what mushmouth means. That's
It's just kind of you swallow your words a little bit so you can't understand you.
Now that you say it, I can see it.
So I was working with that segment producer who was an older guy, and we would go through the photos, and he'd do the joke. He'd do a joke, and I go, I don't know about that one. He goes, have you seen the picture? That's when I knew it was his joke. Have you seen the picture? And then, I tell him which ones not to use. Like after the dress rehearsal, I said, let's get rid of this, let's get rid of that.
How many people are in there when you're running the jokes?
Just me and him.
But so you're not even testing on real laughs.
Oh, no, you're the rehearsal. The first
Yeah.
show is rehearsal. You test the jokes then.
And how many people, I mean?
It's a full audience.
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay. That helps.
You idiot.
We haven't been on SNL. We don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at you like you're crazy. What?
You fucking dumb.
Jeez. So then after they dress, I go back to meet with him again, and we go through the pack. And I'd say, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. He goes, really? I like this one. Is a good one. Have you seen the picture? And so I go back out there. I've told them which ones I want to get rid of. So I do the weekend update, and I jump off, and I start doing sketches and characters, And the next morning, I'm laying in bed, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. I told him to get rid of that joke. He kept it in there because it was his probably.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really have a lot of control because I was doing so much stuff. I couldn't focus on that. Right. So, but it was fun. It was exciting.
No, the subliminal bit, was that a stand-up bit first?
Yeah, that came from my stand-up bit. That was a guy named Ed Peck, this character actor, from the 50s and 60s. I met him at the Improv. He had so many character actors I met there, and he would do a thing called tagging, and he had a very deep voice like that, and he would talk like that. Nealon, come here for a minute. Let me show you what I'm going to do. And we go to Canner's Delicatessen, and he would do a tagging thing. Yeah, there he is.
There's Pecky.
That's Ed Peck, younger Ed Peck. And he was a good guy. He did a lot of those shows back then. So we'd go to Canner's, and he'd go, listen to what I'm going to do here. And he'd order, and he'd go, hello, Mary, because he knew the waitress. Mary, I think I'm going to have a hamburger with some French fries, whore. And I'll also have a... So that kind of blossomed from that. He goes, go ahead and use that.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That was a hit.
That was a hit. And then I kind of wrote it with Al Franken when we got there. Doing it to get things that you wanted. You know, I'd love to go see the Mets, or I'd love to go out to dinner with you, your treat, you know what I mean? Yeah.
We should go on a date, Anal. Now, Franken, what do you think? We had a rough one with him.
It was a tough episode.
You
talked to Franken?
Yeah, we had him on.
Guest, yeah.
Why was that tough? You both did the same thing.
I mean, why is anything tough? You don't vibe really.
connect.
Yeah. Didn't like the humor.
Didn't like our vibe.
Really?
It's considered the worst episode of all time.
Yeah.
When was this?
A few years.
A year and a half ago.
Oh, he's
2
changed
years?
a lot since. He's more like Tom Davis now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was a nice guy, piece of shit.
But I do.
Did his best. Bad episode. What are you gonna do?
No, there's so many different, personalities on that show. Jim Downey was great.
Yeah, he's a legend, that guy.
Oh my God, I love sitting down with him. He remembers everything. He'll remember every, show and how it came about, the sketch, and what pencil he was using at the time.
Whoa.
I was using a number 2 pencil, and the eraser was a little down. But
sounds like autism, maybe.
But he's fun. I hope he's writing down everything about that show.
Is he still writing?
I don't know if he's still writing, but he's always kind of musing about things, and I'll sit down to lunch with him, and he'll just talk and talk and talk. And he was so busy in the show because he was the head writer. Everybody's knocking on his door. Hey, Jim, can I run this by you? And he's on the phone with other people.
Wow.
And it was often like he'd answer the door. He'd keep the door shut because everybody would be in there if he didn't. So he would. I'd knock on the door. I said, "Hey, Jim, can you take a look at this?" He goes, "Yeah, walk with me." And he was always walking with him because he had so many things he had to do. You run the lines by him as you're walking. He goes, "Yeah, let me take a look at that later." It's like trying to get your father to do something and he's busy.
Right.
So you were there so long. There must have been. You've seen so many hosts. Who's the worst host ever?
Ooh. Good one.
I would say Nancy Reagan.
Whoa. She hosted? Oh, man. What
You guys are drunk, man.
I bought
Be
it.
drunk. You are drunk.
Apparently she was a
a
real
lot of
Hoover.
people say Steven Seagal.
Oh, right.
I heard
But,
he's a prick.
Was he a prick as well?
I didn't really hang out with him that much, but I do remember him standing like this in the hallway, like he was a bodyguard for nobody behind him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like- and then there was one sketch where he was supposed to throw these stuntmen into the breakaway walls.
Uh-huh.
It's like a Western bar. And during the dress rehearsal, he did that. But during the live show, he would throw them into the studded part so it wouldn't break.
Uh-huh.
And those guys, they're really tough. They like to make like they're not hurt. But I know they were hurt. And they'd get up and they'd walk off the set. And I don't know if he did that on purpose, or if he was just jacked up from the live show or what.
Right.
But yeah, people claim that he was in my period. That's what they claim.
I've heard he was tough to work with.
His movies, it's incredible because the action scenes are just not, it's not entertaining. It's like sound technique, I guess.
Yeah.
But you just watch him do like this and you're like, yeah, that's not like good cinema.
He's talking like this, like he's some kind of a karate guru.
Yeah.
You know?
He apparently made up his own martial art, I think. I forgot. Give that a goog. I'm pretty sure
Have you
he
seen the
invented...
new one where he's just fat? There's a new movie where he's fat and it's a clear stunt man.
Oh, no.
But also, he's a CIA agent too.
What?
He claims.
Wow, he is pretty fat.
that
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
I thought that was DJ Khaled.
What the hell?
Wow.
Jeez.
But see if he made up his own art form or martial art.
Are you sure that's not like?
Why is he next to
prosthetics?
Charlize Theron in that picture? That is the weirdest pairing of all time.
He said he calls her out.
Calls her out.
Uh-oh.
Overweight.
Oh.
Charlize Theron says overweight Steven Seagal can barely fight and he's not very nice to women.
Man. Look at that.
Well, whoever wrote this definitely likes her better than him because look at those headshots right there.
And I think Stavros is going to play him in the movie. Wow.
He looks like a bloated fish in that one. That was rough. I watched Under Siege not too long ago.
Oh, Eric Oleniak.
It's kind of a fun piece of shit.
I loved it.
It's not great, but it's fun as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those movies that you would take seriously back then, it's just bad movies now that you like watching.
Like
Yeah.
Point Break.
Point Break's a good movie.
I don't know about that.
It's fun as hell, dude.
Well, my friend pointed out that he's a cop he sounds like a surfer. He already sounds like a surfer, but he's from the East Coast.
He's from Ohio.
He's from Ohio. And then they're like,
Guy who knows this movie too well.
yeah.
Johnny Utah. No, it's a fun movie.
I love the movie, but
Gary Busey could fucking
Can we get
act,
that
dude.
movie on right now? Can we watch that movie?
look at these hunks.
I asked Patrick Swayze once if he worked out. He goes, "No, I never work out."
Oh, you hate those guys?
He must be dancing all the time.
Was he a cool dude?
He was.
That was a classic sketch, him and
That
Farley.
was, yeah, Chippendale.
Oh, yeah. One of the
Chippendale
best.
dancer sketch. That was probably the hardest one I had from not laughing.
Yeah. Now, I hate to bring it up, but we're big fans of Shanling.
Oh yeah, Shanley was great.
You guys were tight.
Shanley was my mentor. He was one of
wow.
the first comics I met out here.
Wow.
And I learned how to craft jokes with him, and we'd be on the phone. Like, if I had a gig somewhere, like a corporate gig, I'd call him. I said, "Gary, I'm doing this thing for Microsoft or whatever," and the CEO is talking. I'm not sure what to say, and so we'd be on the phone for like 2 hours, like coming up with Microsoft jokes or something about the CEO, and I would just like move on. He had a good joke. Oh, that's great. Okay, now what about this here? He goes, no, let's stick with this right here. Let's come up with some more. I like to hit and run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah, your hunks. You could have like hunks out of your jokes. You just don't milk them enough.
Whoa, that's good because the premise is the hard part to come up with. So if you got a premise, you got to.
And if you have
mine
one
it.
good joke, you're going to have more.
Right. Yeah, Norm always talked about, because Norm was such a great joke writer, and then he said the Shanling joke that broke his brain was he had that old joke, I'm banging Miss Georgia. Well, former Miss Georgia. Well, it was George Foreman. That's a great joke, but Norm's like, how did you come up with that? Like, how did your brain figure that out?
It's a silly brain, man. It's like one of his other jokes I love that he did was, sometimes I'll shave one of my legs so it feels like I'm sleeping with a woman. Or he goes, I can't afford a private jet, but I could afford to pay everybody else to get off of my commercial jet.
Yeah, he had
he was great, man. He
small
was
word
such
after
a
all.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
You
man.
told me you were on a private jet with Travolta once.
I was, yeah.
Oh, how was the
Yeah.
sex?
I've flown in a lot of private jets with different people.
Yeah.
That I think, what am I doing here? And we flew with Sandler on that
Yeah.
jet. You had a kind of a fear of flying, didn't you?
No.
Oh, that was Joe. That was Joe
Vesey.
Vesey. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
yeah. You had a fear of other things, though, right?
Intimacy. Closeness.
Commitment.
Every other fear I have.
Yeah,
Nazis.
yeah.
But you and Travolta, and he's the pilot, isn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Is that not crazy?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Are you nervous at all? You're like, does this guy know how to fly?
Well, you know what? He's got such a flying record. He's probably got more experience than any airline, commercial airline pilot out there
Wow.
now.
I didn't know that.
Really, it's his passion. Yeah, he's really good at it.
Harrison Ford too, I believe.
I was just thinking Howard Hughes was a big pilot. He
Yeah.
actually landed a plane on purpose at the Bel Air Country Club on one of the fairways. But Harrison Ford crashed his
Yes.
onto a small 3-par golf course.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that was big news.
Which is a little more, talented. If you could land on a 3-par golf course, it's a smaller.
Tiger Woods can't even drive a car.
That's right. But yeah, so I don't mind flying. My wife has a fear of flying, and it's the slightest amount of turbulence, she grabs my hand.
Yeah.
And hyperventilating.
Tough.
And we fly a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like the plane could be upside down and we'll still be reading.
I know. Same.
Because you give up after a while. You say, I fly too much, man. I can't be fighting it like this all the time.
No.
Just surrender.
You just go numb.
Yeah.
You're just like,
Just sleep.
And what's the worst that can happen?
9/11. Sully.
yeah. Well, that one they worked out. It worked
That one
out for
worked
them,
out.
I guess.
Do you
But you'd still be annoyed if you were on the Sully flight. You'd still be annoyed to land in the water.
Of course, yeah.
You'd still be like, what do I take?
Let us
Right.
know. Let us know beforehand.
Yeah. I wanna, someone complained. You should have said something.
Yeah.
How many people called the airlines after that and said, hey, listen, I was on flight, Sully flight. Can I get like a little
Some miles.
How many miles do you think they got for that?
Oh, free flights for life.
No way. Look up how many miles those people got.
At least
On
lounge
Sully's
access.
flight.
Would you fly again after that?
Yeah, you got to get home.
A lot of them did. They got on another flight.
Yeah, I would.
God.
How about that plane that crashed in India? The big, Airbus? One
Yeah.
guy survived.
Yeah.
How do you...
You make a movie
How do you
starring,
process that?
starring Bruce Willis.
And can we talk to that guy? I'd like to get a word out of him.
He claims he jumped out at the last minute.
Wow.
How could you jump out
India
last
guy?
minute?
Yeah, their India guy claims he jumped out.
No, there was a hole in the plane, and he walked out. He climbed out of there.
Whatever seat he picked, he's picking that seat for the rest of his life.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I'm
Believe it.
14F forever.
Yeah, I'd like to get
You like
his
14F?
perspective.
I don't know.
I'm 3B.
3B is
Oh.
good.
Yeah, it's got the extra leg room, first class.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
200 lives.
that's horrible.
Look at this fiery explosion. It's like an atom bomb.
And that guy survived it.
Ramesh.
Do the last name, Mark.
Good luck. Visha Washikar. He's
Interesting
gonna wash
that
your
you're
car.
the only one that survived. Huh.
Yeah. What's up with that?
The one cop
Right.
who's just like, tell me this.
He was sitting near an emergency exit.
Oh.
Maybe he did jump out.
Yeah, he had the door.
Yeah.
You know, the best place.
he didn't hold the door.
The best
Looked out for
place.
himself. He lied about the oath.
Right.
That best place to sit is over the wings, though,
Oh, yeah?
because it's the least turbulent, and they get the emergency exits there.
Right.
Do you know I've been learning how to tie knots, rope knots. I don't know, for some reason I used to see my father like tie stuff down on the top of the hood on the car, the slip knots and stuff. So I'm check on Instagram and YouTube. And I got some books, and I got like a 6-foot piece of rope, and it's weird because when you sit on a plane and you take that out of your backpack, 6-foot piece of rope, the person next to you is like, the hell's going on with this guy?
Yeah, you're either a terrorist or depressed.
I start lassoing the flight attendant, pulling her back.
That's a dicey search history with some rope.
They only got $5,000
What?
and a refund.
Oh, Sully.
You better get a refund.
Oh, $10,000 to agree to not sue the airline.
I'm not taking that 10 grand.
Whoa.
How many people sued the airline?
Probably a lot.
And I bet all those people, they're like, I wish they fucking died.
Yeah. Oh, man.
$5,000
They're not
is
suing
nothing.
if they,
Yeah, I mean,
How many people sued the Titanic?
ooh, just the survivors, I guess.
Did they give them miles?
The women and children sued.
None of the passengers on that Sully flight sued.
Whoa.
They were probably just grateful to not be dead.
Yeah. But it's like when you get there early and they're like, we're going to land early. And then they sit on the tarmac for 6 hours.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not landing early.
Yeah.
It's the same with this. You're like, hey, we got there pretty quick, but we're in the water.
Folks, we'll make up for it. We get the wind behind us.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you ever see the movie Flight with Denzel?
Great movie.
He's such a good actor that he's a drunk pilot. I'm like pulling for him.
Yeah,
I'm like, he could change.
right.
He's such a piece of shit in that movie. I mean, Great flick.
Great movies. Planes upside down in the beginning.
You ever watch these replays of like Muhammad Ali fighting?
Yeah.
Or any kind of sporting event where you know they lost back then, but you're still rooting for them to win. Like this time, you're like, come on, man.
Yeah.
They
I
got
watch
knocked
sex tapes of myself like that. I'm like, I know I prematurely ejaculate, but maybe this time
I gotta
figure it
take
out.
I gotta break away. We'll be back after these words.
Fabletics. Replacing an entire wardrobe gets expensive fast, which is why I finally tried Fabletics. As a new VIP, you get 70 to 80% off basically everything. So it actually feels affordable to grab a few new outfits without immediately regretting it. What surprised me most was the quality. Everything feels soft, lightweight, breathable, and honestly more premium than I expected for the price. It's versatile too. It's not just gym clothes. You can wear it for lounging around, running errands, traveling, or working out. I've been wearing this a lot lately.
Oh, yeah.
The lightweight. I love the lightweight, kind of
Yes.
breathable pants. I play ball in them outdoors. People have complimented them.
Yes.
Lightweight shirts. I love the athleisure type wear, so I
Me
wear it all the
too.
time. So I'm loving the Fabletics stuff.
Big fan.
And yeah, it's great quality stuff. I love the bathing suit too. They have scrubs now, which is pretty perfect timing for Nurses Week coming up. So if you're in healthcare or know somebody who is, new VIPs can actually get a scrub set for just $15. Go to fabletics.com/WMBD to get 70 to 80% off everything when you sign up as a new VIP. Take a quick style quiz and be sure to select WMBD when prompted to unlock this offer. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Again, that's fabletics.com/WMBD for 70 to 80% off everything as a new VIP.
Ultra pouches. You ever realize how dependent you get on caffeine or nicotine without noticing it? Well, like you wake up exhausted, immediately reach for the coffee, make another coffee later, maybe an energy drink, and then suddenly your heart is racing. Ultra pouches. There you go. These are completely nicotine-free and caffeine-free, but they still give you this really clean focus and energy boost. And at first, I was skeptical because there's no nicotine or caffeine. You're like, all right, what's actually happening here? But they use a blend of nootropics and adaptogens designed with neuroscientists. Stuff like Infinity PX, L-theanine, Alpha GPC, vitamin B6, and B12. The result is really smooth focus without feeling jittery or cracked. I've been taking these every day. I don't want to be a nicotine guy. I don't want to be addicted, but these are cool. They make you feel all right. And, yeah, there's no buzzy, twitchy stuff coming with it. And you still get the pouch experience people like, just without nicotine. I've also noticed they don't wreck my sleep the same way caffeine does late in the day. The blue raz flavor is nice. It tastes like a sour candy without being overpowering. Ultra is the ultimate guilt-free pouch, delivering instant focus and mental clarity without nicotine or caffeine. New customers can use code WMBD to get 15% off at takeultra.com. That's takeultra.com for 15% off with code WMBD. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please show support to our show and tell them we sent you. Marsmen, getting older is weird because you still feel like you're in your 20s, but physically your body starts negotiating with you. You work out for a week and expect abs to magically appear, and instead your back hurts and somehow your stomach still looks exactly the same. And the frustrating part is a lot of guys think it's just getting lazy or eating worse, but there's actually more going on. As men get older, testosterone drops, and that can make it easier to gain fat and harder to keep muscle, especially that stubborn stomach fat that just refuses to leave. Marsmen is a natural supplement designed to support healthy testosterone levels using Tongadali, Shilajit, zinc, boron, and more. No weird stimulants, no synthetic hormone stuff, just ingredients meant to help your body function like it used to. This is true. All our friends are doing shots and injections. This is nice way to get testosterone. Just in a pill, you eat, you take it, you have some food with it, you're back. So much easier. It's legit. It's made in the USA. Every batch is third-party tested, and they back it with a 90-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk in trying it. For a limited time, our listeners are going to get 50% off for life, plus free shipping and 3 free gifts. Wow. At mengotomars.com. That's mengotomars.com for 50% off and 3 gifts when you check out. It's also available on Amazon. After you purchase, they will ask where you heard about them. Please support the show and tell them we sent you. Marsman.
Starting any kind of business or creative project is terrifying because at first you genuinely have no idea if anyone's going to care. And once you actually start growing, suddenly you realize how many moving parts there are. Merch, payments, inventory, websites, analytics, customer support, social media, shipping. It gets overwhelming. That's why Shopify has become a massive platform for businesses of every size. They basically give you one place to run everything without needing 12 different apps. This is exactly what you need if you don't want to hire a huge team. You can build an online store with ready-to-use templates, run email and social campaigns, manage inventory and shipping, and even use AI tools to help write product descriptions or improve product photos. And the checkout process is huge too. Everybody knows the purple Shop Pay button now because it makes checkout insanely easy, which means fewer abandoned carts and more actual sales. And if you get stuck, Shopify has 24/7 customer support, which honestly matters way more than people realize once you're actually running a business. It's time to turn those what-ifs into cha-ching with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month at shopify.com/drunk. That's shopify.com/drunk. Shopify.com/drunk.
Cha-ching.
No, I'm with you though. I mean, that Thrill in Manila doc.
Oh,
Holy shit,
man.
the rope-a-dope.
We were kings.
I think that was it. Yeah. Oh my god.
George Foreman hosted SNL once when I was on him.
He seemed pretty cool.
He was cool. And then I saw him at the United Lounge because I belong to all the clubs because I'm rich. I saw him in the lounge and we talked. Those people, whoever hosts that show, it's like a lifelong membership, friendship with them.
Oh, cool.
You know, because it's like being in the foxholes.
Right.
Remember, you know, you stick.
very
It's like a
similar, yeah.
fraternity. You know, it's the same with the cast members. But fun with the hosts, it's like the highlight of their life. Because, you know, a lot of them are just film actors. They've never done anything live before.
Right.
You know?
Is it true that his kids are all named George?
Yeah.
And the girls are Georgina.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
There's one
fun.
kid named the Grill. Because he's got some teeth.
But he's got
going
to
on.
transition. It's a big
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Damn. So Foreman, yeah, I remember some of those Foreman.
Frida.
I read that Hulk Hogan was offered the George Foreman grill before him, and he turned it down.
What?
And that's like hundreds of $1 million
Easily.
that he got.
Everybody had that thing. It had
Plus
the
the
grease
food
trap.
you sell that you make
Yeah.
Right.
on top of it.
Oh yeah, on the highway. That press was fucking money, dude. I love that.
Oh,
thing.
yeah. It was so primitive, too. It's so simple. It had the grease drip thing. Remember that? You put on the bottom?
What about the hibachi? You ever use that? You know what hibachi is?
No, I never did. The little grill?
Yeah.
I don't
No.
think I did.
How do you use that?
Hot plate? How about a hot plate?
Hot plate? When
No.
I was in the pen, dude, I used a hot plate.
Penn State?
No, dude.
Yeah.
Who was like a really cool host?
Oh, man. You know, I worked with some real, like, Robert Mitchum was on.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
You're the two Bridgeport, Connecticut
That's
guys.
right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Also, Richard Belzer was from Bridgeport.
Oh,
shit.
P.T. Barnum. Not proud
What
of
was
it.
Mitchum like?
He was everything you'd think he was. I think
Drunk?
he might have been drinking. There he is. He might have been drinking. I don't know. Though.
Wow.
I don't know.
Look at
But
those glasses.
He agreed to do it because his granddaughter, I think this is what I heard, his granddaughter had a film she wanted to air on there, and they would air it if he hosted.
Wow.
But yeah, I remember
Did he have a good sense of humor?
he did. In the dress show, it was shaky.
Yeah.
But in the live show, he just came around. And one of my favorite sketches I wrote with him in it, it was based on the old Raymond Chandler films, you know, like film noir,
Yeah.
and, you know, where he would narrate it, the voiceover. So I wrote a sketch where me and Jan Hooks come in. I'm a gangster and, you know, she's a mall. And he's sitting behind the desk. He's a private eye. And we come in and he starts narrating it. But he's not, it's not in the film. He's hiding behind the plant. I don't know who these two were, but I was about to find out. Who are you talking to? No, nobody. I go, excuse me, I got to use the restroom. And he'd leave and the door would be part open. I was hoping that they would leave, but they wouldn't, you know. And I said, Joe, what's going on? Oh, nothing.
That's great.
That's like
Man.
the perfect person to get for that.
Oh, yeah, he was the guy. He was the guy.
He's so cool.
Yeah. But I remember during the table read once, there was a word, hoodlum. And in the middle of the sketch, he stops it, which is weird, you know, takes all the wind out of the sail. And he started talking about the word hoodlum. And he really pronounced hoodlum. And he had a whole riff on, you know, where it came from. I don't remember because I was drunk.
Yeah. How about Phil Hartman?
Phil was great, man.
one of the best
He
of all
was the
time.
best, man. I remember when we first got to New York, we're doing the filming for the cold opening and all that stuff, and he wasn't there. He was somewhere else, and people were talking about the old guy that's on the cast, and he was 37 at the time.
Jesus.
And we thought, that is old, man. That is old.
Wow.
But yeah, he was the best. He was the best.
He didn't
Funniest
speak
guy.
a lot, right? But he was like the glue guy.
Yeah, he held the sketches, and he was a good artist too, a graphic artist.
What?
He did that. He did Crosby, Stills and Nash.
What?
Coco.
I didn't know that.
No way.
He designed all these albums.
Are you
He was a
serious?
designer
I
before
thought we
this.
were. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He designed the Asia album, which is insane.
Holy shit!
I had no idea.
Wow.
What
He did
talent.
the Beatles' first album.
Shut up. Wow.
But yeah,
America.
Phil was really good. We had offices right next to each other, and he was always into some kind of a new thing. Like you'd go to his office, and he'd have like a sailboat model on the thing, and then he's looking through navigational things, and he got into sailing. It's like a week later or whatever. There's like an airplane in there, and he's like taking flying lessons, and it was like something different. Now he's got watercolors. He's got an easel there.
Whoa.
But yeah, he was really he was something else, man. He was so good.
Where did he come from? I don't know his
I
origin.
think his brother managed America and Poco.
What?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, John, I think his name was.
How about that?
But he was from the Groundlings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
LA guy. Damn. That's crazy.
I remember seeing that SNL audition tape, and he does like a detective character. Like
He
a
does
PI.
that Mace guy.
Yeah.
The Mace. There was another sketch I wrote for him with that
Pull it up.
character, where he's got me as a hostage, and I say, Mace, let me go. I swear to God, I won't tell anybody. Oh, you better not tell anybody, because if you do, I'll put a bullet in your head. And I said, okay. He goes, you just stay right there. I said, okay, I promise. But can you just untie me so I can go to the bathroom? All right, you better not make any moves. And he unties me, and I try to run, and he grabs me. I told you not to make moves. What are you doing? So every time I would promise I wouldn't try to escape, and he kept believing me. And I wrote lines like, if you're smart, you'll be smart. Yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah.
And then the '90s, you got Norm. I mean, I'm sure you get asked about Norm all the time, but I mean, how
Yeah.
you did a bunch of gigs with him too, right?
Oh yeah. I do gigs with Norm, but when Norm came on SNL, he's a writer, just a
Yeah.
writer, and he was just kind of unique because you would never know what he was thinking about. He'd be he got into a fight once. I forget who it was with. Somebody, he was smoking, and somebody said put the cigarette out. I forget who it was with, but yeah, you wouldn't, and he would just write, and then all of a sudden he'd be in sketches, and we would do gigs together, and I remember he would be very forgetful. And I think it might have been when he was, going through cancer, because he had cancer for 10 years, didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
And I'd see people walk out of his show because they thought he was drunk. But in hindsight, I think it was from, and I remember too, he'd always, wherever we went, he would always get bitters and soda water. That was the drink. And maybe it was to calm his stomach down.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was funny. He loved to gamble. He loved
Sure.
to gamble, man. And he was so unreliable, and he loved to not pay back loans.
Ah.
And I remember we were in somewhere in Canada, some casino, and he comes out. We were both co-headlining. He comes off the stage. He goes, "Hey, can you loan me $500? The ATM won't give me $500 until 1:00 tonight." I said, "Yeah, because they know you, Norm. You're not paying it back." And so I gave it to him, and the next morning I go, "Hey, Norm, did you win at the tables? You got that 500?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll go back and get it. Not yet, but I'll get it." And that went on for like 2 or 3 days, and then Sunday morning we're getting really. I said, "Norm, you got to pay back people when you borrow money from them, man. That's disrespectful." He goes, "What are you complaining about? You only lost $500. I lost $5,000."
Damn.
Amazing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was a trip, man. Working with so many of these people, and with Farley and Sandler, Mike Myers.
You were a little older than them when they were new on the show. Did you kind of take them under your wing, or what was the relationship like?
Well, who looks healthier there? I couldn't. He's too big to take under my wing right there. You kind of, people say, is it competitive on that show? It must be really competitive. it is competitive, but it's a quiet competitiveness. It's really sly.
And also, like, you're not going to do what he does.
no,
Yeah, different animal.
no one's going to write stuff for me that he does.
Yeah.
But it is kind of jockeying. I always thought, how can it not be competitive? How can you not get a fair shake when you got a stack of sketches, however long it takes, 3 hours to get through them all, and you spent all night writing your sketch, and then there comes a sketch that's funny. Do you laugh at it? Because it'll take away from yours getting picked up.
geez.
I mean, how could you, if you laugh, it's a fake laugh. It's like, ha, ha, ha. It's not. But, I mean, you want the show to do well, so you want the best sketches on there. But it's a natural instinct, I think, just not to, because you want your sketch to do well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, when you came on the show, you're new. Everybody's scared. They're not sure what to do and how to write a sketch. And I wrote a sketch in the beginning that had an ending. And we finished reading that, and Lauren goes, so that's the ending of the sketch. Okay. Or something like that.
Yeah.
That's when I learned you don't write an ending. You just let it fade out, I guess.
I think I like an ending.
So yeah, there's there's that writing thing, and then there's just, being on
The guy who's trying to get away, he's like, you got to stop getting away. And then a voice comes on. He's like, and then he did stop.
Right.
yeah.
It's the ending.
I remember right before I was going on to do my first sketch was a subliminal sketch, and it's live and it's SNL. Like, I'm standing there on the stage and they're coming back from 10 seconds from the commercial, and Lorne Michaels, creator of the show, he puts his hand on my shoulder and he goes, "Are you sure this is what you want in
Whoa.
life?" You know what I mean? Do you want this? Do you want this fame and all that?
Jeez.
And then boom, got to go on.
Is he trying to psych you out?
No, because he's trying to loosen you up. Like, that's a silly question.
Yeah.
Right. Now, you've did TV for so long, and now you see how the entertainment industry operates today with the internet and Instagram. Do you hate it more now? Was it more fun then?
I know,
more
it's just
simple?
different. It's different. It's like I said, when I was doing the Weekend Update, there was no Google or, we had just newspapers and Associated Press photos that we went through. And you try to take a photo of somebody who's like, and try to make a joke out of it,
Right.
So it was a lot more, I think, challenging back then. And no phones, cell phones, really.
Yeah.
There was no computers. We would write the sketch on a legal pad and then give it to the PAs, and they'd have electric typewriters.
Whoa.
And they try to get it all done by the table.
Well, back in your time coming up, you needed to have talent. Like now,
Right.
there's so many followings of like people who are like, I'm gonna take a bite of this new Pop-Tart flavor and tell you if it's good or not. And that's like, that person has like 5 million followers.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like, but you're laboring over these jokes. You're stressing over it. Was being on SNL at that time and Weekend Update in New York, was that must have been fun going out? I mean, you must have been
Totally.
Oh, it was crazy, man. It was like you felt like the mayor of New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, we do have a table, Mr. Nealon. How about get out of there? Get out of there.
Whoa.
Can you tell us about some cool 80s parties?
The thing about these, they had these after parties, and it was late at night. The show ended at 1:00. And by the time you get out of there, it's like 1:30 or whatever. Mm-hmm. And we each had our own limo. We bring our guests.
Jesus.
The hardest part of that show was getting your guests in. I don't know if you have that problem at like a comedy club.
Sure.
You're not even able to think about your thing because, hey, we can't get in. We're having trouble down here. Like, oh, shit. And, and then afterwards, they want to go to the after party.
Yeah.
I never wanted to go to those things because it wasn't even a party. It was just a place for your friends to come and gawk at everybody.
Yeah.
You had your own table and you had to pay for it, your drinks. And then Lauren would be at the back table talking to Neil Young or whoever,
Mm-hmm.
And then you're up until like
Were you
4 in the
single at
morning.
this time or no?
I was single.
Oh, boy.
For the first 3 or 4 years.
So there's no curiosity at these parties?
Yeah, you're a tall cup of jizz. You're on the Weekend Update. I mean, you could be swinging.
Yeah, I mean, I had a girlfriend, but your whole life is being in that building.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you just totally focused on it. And we didn't get paid that much. You don't get paid much to be on that show. It's like, I can't even remember. Was it $4,000 a show or $8,000? And Lauren goes, spend all your money on an apartment because you want to be comfortable.
Damn.
And I remember getting an apartment finally down in the West Village. This was tricked out. This was a federal style building. It was a walk up. There's only 4 floors. The top 2 was ours. High ceiling. It was like the Friends apartment.
Wow.
High ceiling, fireplaces in the dining room, 4 fireplaces, the old wood floors.
Yes.
Right? And big tall windows looking down on the cobblestone street. $4,000 a month, which that seemed like a lot back then.
Sure.
I mean, that is a lot. In the 90s, that's
That's
a
a
lot of
ton.
money.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
What were you making a week back then, you think?
I think it was 8,000.
8,000
It might have
a
been
week?
4,000. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
That's
For
still-
sure.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was opening up all this other stuff for you too, you know, with stand-up and
Movies.
Movies, yeah.
You know what's the crazy thing is, you know, we all get paid that minimum amount, but the writers, we found out were getting paid more. And Lauren would say, you guys will be making tons of money when you do this show. There'll always be writers. And he's talking about Conan O'Brien was one of the writers.
Wow.
You know, Greg Daniels from The Office. And
Those guys are going to struggle. For
yeah,
sure.
they're going to struggle,
Yeah.
man. There's
Yeah.
Dave Mandel, who's a big writer,
Oh, he's
producer.
great. Seinfeld.
And so you know, and some people did make, you know,
And Bob
Sandler.
Odenkirk was a writer, right?
Bob Odenkirk was a writer too.
So the writing stuff was like Conan, Bob Odenkirk. That's wild.
Yeah.
Robert Smigel.
Damn.
Smigel, The
Yeah.
King, and I think Dave Attell wrote on SNL for a
Yeah,
while.
yeah, he did.
For a year, right?
And all the cast members wrote too, most of us. You know, I was hired as a feature player and a writer the first year.
Uh-huh.
And I was going to be guaranteed 7 shows to be on. But I was on every show because I write for myself and get myself on there, you know. And so, you know, you had those great writers. And then you had the cast that were writing too. Mike Myers came in with a lot of his stuff. Dana and I came up with Hans and Franz and some other things like
Right.
that. And Nora.
And you almost made a movie about Hans and Franz.
Yeah, we did,
right?
yeah.
With Schwarzenegger.
With Schwartz. Yeah. So here's the thing. You know, Schwarzenegger loved those characters. And we came up with an idea to do a movie. He was going to co-star in it and co-produce it. And I wrote it with Dana, Smigel, and Conan.
Holy shit.
Wow, where's this flick? You gotta get that rebooted.
It turned out to be a musical, which is really funny. And we start out, we want to go to the West Coast to find our cousin Arnold. You know? And so we live in Little Austria, which is in New York. You take the Roosevelt tramway up there, you know, it's all in black and white. It's like next to Chinatown, but it's way up high in the mountains, and everything's black and white. And it's like the whole the 1820s. They're using the stick broom.
Yeah.
You know, they're all like. So we just go off to the West Coast. We're on a bicycle built for 2, pedaling all the way out there. We pick up hitchhikers along the way, and they hook them up with the unicycle behind us. And so we wrote this movie, and he was going to be in it, and we were all excited about it. And it was going to be at Sony, and then he had just done Last Action Hero, where he carried himself a little bit. So he decided to go another way, another movie. So the problem was we relied too heavily on him. The part should have been just a smaller part,
Right.
and I think it would have rolled. But recently, he went on Conan's podcast, and me and Dana read it with Conan, and then Schwarzenegger comes on, you know, a couple of weeks later, just loving the script. You know, there's the movie, the Hans and Franz movie, The Girl in That Dilemma. It was so funny. You know, you go to the bathroom, they go, here's the directions. You go down the hall, you make a right at the pectoral statue, and then you go into the bathroom, and there'll be some buttocks, you know, with the, you know, it's all plaster stuff. And he loved it. And he was just laughing, and just, you know, these guys, Dana Carvey and Kevin Nealon, they're so funny. Yeah, where were you 30 years ago?
Yeah,
You know,
right.
where was this attitude?
Well, it's hard, man. We're trying to make a movie right now, and we're
It's not
close.
going to happen.
It's a miracle.
We wrote it for Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's I got a good
It's a
feeling.
musical?
He loves it. He loves it. No, but you know, you attach a guy like Arnold, you feel like you're good to go. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't even know if he ever read it back then.
He can't read. Let me ask you though. You're on SNL for a couple of years. When it's over, are you terrified?
No.
You're just
I'm-
out there?
I'm excited. I was, you know, I had done 9 years on that show. That's a long time
That's a
back
long
then.
time.
That was the longest. And I was kind of bored. I mean, I would be going on to do a sketch with food in my mouth from the craft service table. And I'd be
Damn.
picking food out of my mouth as I'm doing a sketch. And my friends are in my dressing room. They're all crowded. It's a little room. They're crowded in there. They got a blender making margaritas, and they're watching some other show. You know, I can't even get into the change.
All right.
so when I left, I was fine. Plus, I had a sitcom to go to too. It was the first. It was the first DreamWorks television show, and Steven Spielberg would be there and everything. And
What?
It was called Champs.
Pull it up.
And they had a
Champs.
lot of. I don't even know if you'd be able to pull it up. They had a lot of. You could take it out, but you can't pull it up. They had a lot of hands in the.
Cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Not hands in the kitchen. And it would, and it just got to be too crazy, and it got canceled after like 4 or 5 episodes.
Oh,
Did you like the show?
Yeah, I kind of liked it.
Oh, this is so 90s. Oh, that
Tim
guy.
Busfield.
He's a regular guy.
Do you,
Yeah.
do you remember the next punchline before I play it?
No. I couldn't remember it then either.
Damn.
Wow. Yeah. Once you got a sitcom in the 90s,
And
you're
then I
like, I
did a
made
sitcom with Richard Lewis that was supposed to be great. It's called Hiller and Diller.
Hiller and Diller.
In fact,
Pull it up.
yeah, I remember he was like 50 at the time, and he forget his lines. And he look at me and he go, I'm 50. I'm 50 years old. I can't remember that. Tell me what you're going to say exactly. Don't improvise.
Is that Jan Hooks?
Yeah, she was the most underrated
She's very good.
sketch actress on SNL.
Uh-oh. Boomer.
This is revealing your age right here.
Yeah. Is the phone light on,
It's a
too?
loud ring.
Was that Sandler?
Hey, Jan. Sorry about that.
Dude, you're in great shape, by the way.
I am.
You're kind of like, he's kind of ripped.
Yeah, look at those arms. Good veins.
Look at that. Holy
Whoa!
shit. That's crazy.
We call them guns, man, where I come
That
from.
is legit.
Oh, damn. Open
Yeah,
carry.
He could kick our ass, dude.
Wow.
What,
the thing about big guys is they're not that tough because they've never had to get in the fights. It's the little guys you got to look out for.
Right.
They're like
looking at
pit
you,
bulls.
Syracuse.
Brad Williams will kill you.
Brad Williams will take you
By
down,
the way, I
man.
looked up your purchasing power of your apartment was $4,000 in 1987.
Yeah.
That would be like having an $11,600 apartment today.
That's
A
in
month.
2013 dollars, though.
Oops. No, 2026.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
87.
You were balling, dude.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's
for
what
an
I'm paying for rent now.
Did you, yeah, that's crazy,
Wow.
dude.
Yeah, it seemed like so much money back then.
Yeah. That's a lot
And
of
it
money.
was. Even for a rich guy like me.
But then you were on Weeds for a while, right?
Yeah, I was on Weeds for 8 seasons.
Weeds.
I was really lucky, man. I stepped into these things, but the Hiller and Diller thing with Richard Lewis was a really interesting show, and that was the same thing. It was highly touted. Commercial spots were paying a lot of money, sponsors,
Yeah.
and yeah, Eugene Levy was on the show too.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
great.
Yep,
Look at that height order.
there we go, man.
Wow.
Richard Lewis was hilarious.
Yeah, he's great on Curb.
Yeah.
We always want him on the pod. I DM'd with him a little bit, and
How long were you guys doing this pod?
like 5 years.
5 years, yeah. I opened for him once at Comics in Manhattan, and he was like, "Hey, all right, kid, all right." And he had a briefcase, and he was being nice, and he goes, "Keep an eye on my briefcase while I go out there." And I was like, "Okay." And then he was about to go out there, and he looked at me, and he looked at the briefcase, and he took it on stage. I guess he didn't trust me to watch it.
You know what he would do to me is when we were on this show, he would call me at home to talk about this, the show and the sketches and stuff or the characters. And then if he said something where he got a big laugh from me, he would hang up. It was like a mic drop. And I didn't know he did. I go, "So Richard, when you do that part, hello? Hello?" And I go,
That's fun. It's
Yeah.
crazy. He went to baseball camp upstate with Larry David when they were like
Yeah.
8.
And they hated each other.
And they hated each other.
did?
Yeah, and then they became friends in the comedy scene.
I saw at his memorial, they played a clip of him like on a candid camera show when he was probably 13.
Oh, wow.
With another guy.
Pull
And
it
it
up.
was so, you could see all the mannerisms, as
Yeah.
a kid. It was so interesting to see that.
I used to love. He had
Yeah,
the
there he
scroll
is.
of
That's
jokes.
him. That's the one right there.
Wow,
That is so
56.
Richard, I've
Yeah.
gone through your DAT and your other records in school.
What is this,
In fact,
12
we've been
Angry
going
Men?
through
This is
all the
crazy.
records in school for the past 3.5 weeks now. And I've come to the very definite and firm conclusion that you would be
65.
perfectly suited for manual labor.
Say manual labor?
Yes,
That's all, just manual labor?
manual labor.
See, I never thought I was suited for manual labor. I mean, no intelligence, just manual labor.
You gotta see when his friend comes in, though. Can you play when his friend comes in?
Oh, sure, I'll find it.
Wow.
Maybe you scroll it. No, it looked like it was that one.
It
dude.
should be this one. I think he'll come
You're
in.
on the right one. I think you just gotta go to the next
Oh, I
slide.
see.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Was it Coke? What was his vice?
Alcohol, I think. Right?
Oh, was it booze?
Who knows? It was
I
at
think it was
least booze.
A couple things.
He would come in and he'd want to, like I said, a glass of white wine. And
Yeah.
Such a weird drink to be a drunk on.
I know. Classic.
so he must have been doing other stuff.
I think there's some
yeah.
heroin in there. He had a joke I loved as a kid where he said, I was dating a girl. She was really loose. I called her up once. I got an ear infection. When I was a kid, my head exploded.
That's crazy.
Who influenced you guys? Who did you emulate when you first started?
Rodney, Seinfeld, Chris Rock, Carlin.
I remember one time I did a gig at a place called The Horn. It was like one of the last supper clubs, and they have a singer, comic singer. And I finished my set, and I'm really green at the time. And I'm walking past the bar in the back. It's kind of dark, and this guy with an old-fashioned Mets hat turns to me. "Hey, it's really good, kid. Stay with it. It was Garland."
Whoa.
And that, that kind of stuff makes you go for another year or so.
Sure.
Damn.
He was Shandling said he met him at some random comedy club in like Tempe. And he
You
goes,
wrote him jokes, right?
yeah, he's like, give me some of your stuff. Let me see some of your stuff. And he came back the next day and he read it all, put notes in it. And he said there was something funny on each page.
Really?
Yeah, which is insane. He did homework for Shandling.
I love writing jokes for other comics. Like when I go see a
You
comic.
gave me a tag once, like many years. I opened for your Carolines. I want to say like it must have been 15 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And you gave
Yeah,
me
I
a
remember.
tag, and I was like, oh my god, no one does that. That was kind of cool.
Oh, I love doing tags, man, because I think about them a lot. See, I was going to give one to Whitney Cummings the other day, and she didn't want to know about it. She didn't want to have anything to do with it.
Nah.
I forget what it was, but yeah, I can't remember now. That's, when you think of a joke, you got to write it down. At least I do. Otherwise, you won't remember it later, and that's horrible, isn't it?
The worst
Immediately,
feeling.
yeah. During
What was
sex, you're like, I gotta come immediately. I'm gonna lose this.
It's like losing a sneeze.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah. No. Middle of the night, phone, voice memo, back to sleep
Yep.
for sure.
And then
Yeah,
people
yeah.
always do that shit where they go, if it's funny, you'll remember it.
Nope.
That's not true.
I had a dream once. I was doing the Tonight Show, and I come out and do my opening joke. The audience would not stop laughing. They would not stop laughing. And, they had to end the show, and they were still laughing. And I thought, I've discovered the perfect joke. I had the perfect joke. I was so excited. I woke myself up. I wrote it down. I went back to bed. I was like, and I woke up later that morning, and I'm on my way to the bathroom. And I go, wait a minute. I had that dream with the joke. And I wrote it down. So I couldn't wait to get back and get the paper off of the night. I could barely read it. I swear to God, it goes, "Take my wife, please."
No, come on.
So I came up with that joke.
That is a good joke.
It was a good joke.
So
man.
often though, you write it down, you're like, this was funny.
I know.
That's why I stopped smoking weed. I was like, I think something was funny. I was like, this isn't funny.
I
Yeah, yeah.
know.
I ran into Letterman a year or two ago. And he goes, "I often quote your joke. It's the funniest joke ever. It's a Lincoln joke." I go, "Which one?" He goes, "The Lincoln joke." Like I should know right off the bat what it is. I said, "What? I'm not sure." He goes, "Well, the Lincoln where you go." I said, "Tell me what it is." He goes, "Well, you say, Lincoln used to walk to school every day in the snow, but what they don't tell you is he was always late." And I thought, "Oh, okay, I don't really remember that one." He goes, "Well, I've been giving you credit for it." So I thought, "Well, maybe it is mine." So the next time I went to a club, I tried it. Crickets. Nothing. So it must not have been my joke.
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah.
Lincoln Snow. What's the punchline?
Is that he's late.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's like they bragged that he walked in the snow, but he's late.
All right. Well, I get why it didn't work.
Yeah.
But my best audience is a dinner party.
Uh-huh.
Because then you can kind of riff with people, do some crowd work, and it'll make
Yeah.
fun of you. And then that's where you can really find out. That's where you need a notebook right under or at least record it, have a recording, going on.
I got quoted for a joke I didn't say once, and I was like, "That's not bad." It was someone just tagged me, and it was like, "Have you noticed that the Beatles are dying in the order of how cool they are?" And I was like, "That's pretty good. I wish I did write that."
Yeah,
It's true.
I mean, Paul's the man.
Yeah.
How much
Paul is the
longer do
man.
you think these guys will go? Like Mick Jagger and
He looks pretty good.
They're
I guess he had a heart
inspiring for me.
but
I
the
saw 'em.
voices.
I saw them about 2 years ago. They were cooking. They were moving. They were rocking out. Mick was bopping and weaving.
it is amazing that everyone's like, all these health gurus are just dying, and Keith Richards goes on.
It's
I know
wild.
it.
He's just cooking.
Yeah,
know
Is he
man.
healthy now, or is he just still like, fuck it?
he looks like a lizard.
I said hello to him at the 50th SNL reunion,
Yeah.
and he shook my hand, and it's just, he hasn't done any manual labor. It was like a baby's hand. It was so soft.
That's so
and kind of
funny.
like small.
Yeah.
And his cheeks were so plump. I was feeling his cheeks, and his lips were so greasy. And I did see Paul McCartney there. I remember such small talk. I was given such small talk, which he gets all the time probably, right? And I knew him from he was on the show when I was there, and from the 40th I knew him. And so he must get this all the time. I go, "Hey, Paul, how's it going?" He goes, "Oh." I said, "That was a great choice of songs, man. Golden Slumbers." He goes, "Well, Lorne wanted me to do that one." And I said, "Oh, it doesn't matter, man, but I'm sure you had other songs you could fall back on, right?" Trying to joke around. He goes, "Yeah, well, Lorne. Oh, let me introduce you to my niece, my nephew." And he brings me over to these 4 tall guys, black hair, looked nothing like him. And he brought me in there, and he left. He left me with those guys.
Oh no.
I thought that's how you do it, man. He's got all kinds of tricks, I bet.
Oh, that's
Right?
amazing.
That's some Jedi shit.
Yeah.
Come over here for a second. Peace forever.
Well,
Gone.
Dana Gould said he met Paul McCartnney, and he was like, "All right, Paul McCartney, a Beatle, gotta be cool, gotta be cool." And he goes up to Paul, and he just immediately falls out. He's like, "Oh my God, you're the king, I love it." And Paul goes, "Take a minute." And then come back. And Dana was like, "Man, he's had this happen so much. He has like a regiment. He knows what to do."
Oh yeah, he's got it all down there. I mean, he's doing it for you. And the way he walks from a car into the building. All that stuff. But
It's hard to do if you're having a bad day.
Right.
Your friend dies, you walk in.
But yeah, I remember looking at his mouth. I was just looking at his mouth because he had no moles on his face, like Andy Kaufman. And I thought, those are the lips where all those songs came out of.
Yeah.
Hey Jude, all those Get Back. And the tongue sent them out. The tongue pushed them out.
Crazy.
I'm dissecting the whole thing, And it was weird just being that close to him, seeing somebody that famous.
Yeah, who's someone that because you've seen so many people, who's someone that you feel starstruck around? Because it can't be that often, given how many people you've been around.
Yeah, no, it's very rare. Jack Nicholson, maybe.
Oh,
Whoa,
shit,
where'd
yeah.
you meet him?
I did a movie with him, with Sandler. called
Anger Management?
Oh, yeah.
Where I played a lawyer,
Yes.
and I ended up throwing like a tennis ball. I think I hit him in the head or something with it. I'm not sure what the... And a year later, Sandler told me, he says he runs into Jack Nicholson, and he goes, "How's that lawyer friend of yours?" Like he thought I was a real lawyer.
Damn, he remembered you.
He did remember me. Why does he want to know how I am? What's going on?
Wow.
Was the interaction good with him or no?
It wasn't much.
Yeah.
He loves Sandler. All these guys love Sandler. Yeah, they're intimidated by him, I think. But I don't think he barely saw me, registered. It's like, when we're touring with Sandler,
It's
nobody
crazy.
even sees us.
That's crazy.
It's like nobody, we're not even in the room.
it
You
is
could be
crazy.
naked
Yeah.
and running around.
Then they
Nobody
really
would
wouldn't see me. No, he really, it's amazing. Now, I remember we were in some hotel, and I think it was in Atlanta, and there was a wedding party, and Spade just ran up behind the party and photobombed them, and they're like, "Oh my God." And Sandler comes around, and Spade just runs over and goes, "Don't you dare let them know something better's around the corner."
I know.
Sandler has that effect. You just it's also hilarious just hooping with him, because you just see when guys take it too hard, he'll kind of let them know in his game.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love it. He'll do the head pop with the ball a little bit.
Whoa.
And I love it. Because
Damn.
I'm just like, oh, he's pissed. But he's not going to be a dick, but he's going to let him know.
Oh, he's a tough guy too.
Yeah,
He's
for
tough.
sure.
Yeah.
No, it feels good when you're on this team and you win. It definitely,
Yeah.
you're like, all right, I better work for the extra rebounds. You
But I
know?
noticed he's slowing down a little bit.
Well,
He's-
you know, late 50s.
Is he in the late
Yeah,
50s?
right?
Pull it up, old Sandler.
Pull it up.
He's still playing, though. I mean,
I know,
it's
it's
impressive
great.
to still be hooping.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, I just kind of gradually stopped playing.
59. There you go.
I just stopped playing because, you know, you just get so many injuries and, you know, your body starts hurting.
But you played in Shanley's game, right?
Yeah, we played there a lot. And those were amazing, those games. It was almost like he was like the host of a talk show. I said, who do we got on this Sunday? You know, we got the Coveney coming in.
Steven
you know,
Seagal.
Steven Seagal. And then afterwards we'd have, just gather in this little TV room, had a TV on with the game, sound down. And Adam McKay would be there, Judd Apatow.
Wow.
And, you know,
Can Judd hoop? I was like, I hate to size him
nobody
up.
was really that good at those games.
Yeah.
You know, it was all kind of mediocre. You know who was good was Duchovny was good.
Yeah.
George Clooney was. They both had
Whoa.
the same kind of minimalist moves, like from Princeton, because Duchovny played for Princeton, and you know, just good outside shot. You know, never worked up a sweat.
Yeah.
And I remember one day, Tom Petty came
Wow.
walking down the pathway. I thought, does Tom Petty play basketball? He was fully in street clothes, no shorts or anything. Anyway, it turns out he was just watching because he knows Gary from the Larry Sanders Show, because he was on that. And he sat on the bench by the court, and he had his legs crossed. Ow, my balls. His legs crossed. And, but it wasn't just once. It seemed like it was like a rope where he went around like a couple of times because he's so thin.
Yeah.
You know, and he had a cigarette. He was chain smoking one hand, and he always had another cigarette ready to go.
Whoa.
When this one burned out, he was just bringing it into the mouth like that.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that was fun. And then afterwards, you have you'd hang out in that little TV room and the game on, and Adam McKay and stuff, and they'd be asking him questions because he was like the mentor to everybody. And he'd be sitting in a chair like this, and we'd be all sitting around, still recovering, still red and sweating. And we just talk about comedy, and it was such a great hang.
Yeah.
He'd have catered food, from some deli nearby. And I knew in his cupboard he had my favorite cookies. It's full of Pepperidge Farm double chocolate Milano cookies lined up, and everything was so neat in his house. You open up the refrigerator, there's no leftovers in there. It's all Perrier's lined up in a row, clean. Maybe a little something from the deli the night before, but still with the top on it,
Did you ever see his documentary? The one that Apatow did?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it, because there's that great part in the end where his girl wants to get married, and he's kind of like, I don't know if I'm a marriage guy. And he goes, how about this? We'll get married when we finish building the house. So he just kept adding wings onto the house because he didn't want it to end. So he'd have to get married.
Well, it's interesting too because he's definitely a hero of yours. You had a kid late. Were there ever points where you're like asking him, "What do I do?"
No, not for that, because he was totally blank on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he was a bachelor till the end.
He had trouble committing too.
Yeah,
But I remember seeing him a couple of days before he died. We were at this restaurant in Malibu on PCH outside, and I said, "Gary, you seeing anybody these days?" He said, "Well, I have a therapist that I've been going to." And no, I said, "No, I don't mean therapy. I mean a woman." He was thinking. He goes, "No, I just got to get my health together first."
Yeah, you see, it's always something. Something's got to do.
But he did tell me how he. This is funny. I said, "Gary, how do you when you invite somebody back to your room, how do you make that move?" He goes, "What I do is I sit on the side of the bed, and she's standing over there, and I'll check my answering machine. He had a little beeper at the time, a landline, and I'll be checking it and listening, and then I'll go like this to her. Yeah, kind of like this is not the. It's just sit here, another sit here. I'm going to be on the phone, so it's not and then and then it would start from there."
Did he date Sharon Stone, or am I crazy?
I think he did.
Wow.
I think so.
I mean, it was definitely in the show. I don't know if it was real.
Pull that up. But he had quite a dating history.
He actually did. He was charming.
He's very charming, enlightened guy.
And he'd do a lot of jokes about his mother, how she wanted to marry him or something. And my favorite joke I did at the memorial actually was my biggest fear is that Gary Shandling will spend the rest of eternity with his mother now.
Wow, Sharon Stone and Linda Doucette and Silverman. Holy moly. He got the young
Well,
Silverman.
Sarah would always play basketball with us too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark.
That's not bad.
Michael Jackson. Scrub it back.
Hey,
Michael Jackson down there.
Nice.
There's
Wow.
rankings
Further, a
for
little
this.
higher.
He's ranked 5410 of all people who've ever dated.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means either, but there's a ranking apparently.
All right.
Do you ever go on AI? My son went on AI, ChatGPT, and he typed in, is Kevin Nealon handsome?
Oh, God. This
What
could
did
get
he
ugly.
say?
I don't remember exactly, but it's something to the effect that, you know, comedy is very appealing to women. It was like one of those things.
That's amazing.
Let's see what it says.
Let's see what we got here. ChatGPT. Many people would say Kevin Nealon is kind of understated. Classic. Comedy handsome. Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah.
Comedy handsome's handsome.
Yeah, that's true.
Calm, sly demeanor. Agent of that silver-haired dad whose golf aesthetic plays pretty well. Okay.
It's never really marketed as a heartthrob. The way
That's
some
fair.
actors are.
You don't want to be a heartthrob as a comedian.
Effortless.
Yeah, who would want Matt Rife's life?
Yeah.
Guys playing arenas, banging a ton of women. What a horrible life that would be.
Let's check and see Sam's. Sam's handsome.
All right, let's see.
Sam who?
It's going to nag me and call me ugly.
Here we
I'm
go.
gonna say he's no Sam Kinison.
A lot of people would say yes, especially within comedy.
Oh, okay.
Good bone structure, tired eyes.
Tall, just as cleanly as a deep voice.
Hey.
Wow, this knows its stuff.
Oh, I'm a little disappointed. I thought it'd be really
He's not movie star polished.
negative.
We could have ended at the first paragraph and I would have felt very good about myself.
I guess worse to worse.
Actually, I take back everything I said.
He doesn't smell well.
Are we throwing Normand in there?
Oh, don't do me. I can't handle it. Oh, no.
And then put who's the funniest out of the three of us.
I wish my mom wrote this. Every man handsome. Ah, that means mediocre.
I mean, he's just like every other guy.
Yeah. Impressive eyes. Good hair.
Expressive eyes.
Oh, expressive. I don't know about
Yes,
that.
his earlobes deserve their own building. You know where to get a roast beef
We
sandwich.
definitely know where to get a roast beef sandwich at midnight in Queens. No, you
What?
fucking don't.
Oh, my Kevin James.
This thing is a scam right here. You don't know where to get a fucking sandwich in Brooklyn, let alone Queens.
Almost presidential. If the president exclusively discussed airline snacks and diarrhea on stage.
What? I don't discuss airline
Well,
snacks.
I like how they asked about his looks, and they're like, and he only tells shitty jokes as well.
And a roast beef.
Roast beef. This thing's got a ways to go.
Yeah. Thank
I
God.
also don't think I have good bone structure.
Cut that out.
I mean, those guys must be ranked pretty high on the dating list.
Yeah.
We're talking
come
about
on.
L.A. in the 80s.
Because Jack Nicholson's not really handsome by standards.
No.
But he's just so cool that
It's
he's
like Bob
handsome.
Dylan's not like a real good singer either, right?
Right, but it works.
It works
It's
for him.
authentic.
Pull up.
Nicholson, cool goes a long way. Think like if Nicholson got like everyone's fixing their hair now. What if Nicholson fixed his hair? He wouldn't be as cool.
It wouldn't
Good
be.
point.
The balding was kind of cool.
I agree.
I'm just reading The Shining now, the book.
Yeah.
Better than the movie, but I
Really?
picture him in it. That was such a good movie of his.
Oh,
He's in
yeah.
Town.
Yeah.
By the way, ranked 181, Nicholson on the dating list.
I want to know who's ranked one. It's gotta be
Yeah.
like a rock star.
What is it
Got a
right?
dating list?
cheater.
Will
Maybe-
Chamberlain?
Could be Chamberlain.
All right, dating history. Here we go.
Cheater's
What does
gotta
that
be in
mean,
there.
though? Exactly.
Kate Moss.
Wow.
Laura Flynn Boyle.
Wow.
This is Sharon Stone's on every one of them.
Oh, man. She got around.
She bumps you up a notch too.
Amber Smith.
I don't care.
Angie Everhart. Hachi
Julie
Machi.
Delpy.
Jack
Delpy.
Nicholson?
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten to the 70s yet.
Yeah,
shit.
right? Oh, man.
Broussard.
Karen Mayo. Sonia Morgan.
From Housewives?
I don't know who these
Hubba,
people
hubba.
are, but they all look good.
They look great.
Wait, go
Winnie
back. There's an
Holden.
Amish guy. Look at the Amish woman there.
Don't discriminate.
Onassis.
Rachel Ward. She was hot.
Janice
Pretty woman.
Dickinson. Hot
She was
Big
hot chick.
time. Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, he had a huge hog.
Kelly LeBrock.
Wow,
Remember
LeBrock.
her? I think it's Pretty Woman or Weird
No,
Science.
Weird
yeah.
Science.
Angelica Houston. Damn.
This
You
list
know,
is
this guy
going.
did well when it took that long to get to
Oh my
Angelica
Bergen.
Houston. Damn.
Veruchka von Lederhoff.
Is this all verified?
Yeah. That-
Don't go to
the
Michael
year
Jackson's
dated.
page. It's going to be really depressing.
Let's do Jared Fogle next.
Is there an end to this?
No.
Oh, my. Madonna.
Heidi Fleiss.
Whoa, she was a madam.
And
Harley
Harley
Simon.
You're so vain.
You're so vain, eh?
Annie.
And also this guy. He was also with this guy.
Oh.
I bet Warren Beatty's in the mix, too.
Ooh, pull it up.
We're talking all-time Poonhounds.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah. Warren Beatty.
That's
You
the
did
worst
not spell it
spelling.
right at
Oh,
all.
did I spell either name right?
They couldn't
No.
even find it.
Warren Batty.
Beatty.
There you go.
And then Warren, W-A-R-R.
Well, the
Yeah.
Warren comes first. I didn't know it'd have to be that specific.
Oh, geez. Beatty
All right.
with an E.
Nothing.
No, you spelled it wrong.
E-A-T-Y.
E-A.
Start from B.
This is great podcasting right here.
Yeah.
Just us spelling.
E-A.
Oh,
B-T-T-Y.
thank you.
There we go. Yeah.
There he is.
There he
You
is.
see the photo.
He's got to be up there.
Oh, totally.
250.
That's pretty damn
Nicholson's
good.
higher than him?
Nicholson beat him.
You know why?
Oh,
Because he got married.
Leo.
Oh, right,
Leo's going to have a run.
But he got married. That's why. Because he tapped out after Bugsy.
Right. Another Madonna. Oh, they were in
Hannah.
Dick Tracy. Oh, Daryl Hannah. Hello.
Damn.
Kelly
McGillis.
McGillis.
She had a rough.
Whoa, Mary
Tyler
Tyler
Moore. Wow.
80
Dipped
to
into comedy.
81.
I love it.
Janice again. Iman.
Diane Keaton's a big one because you got personality there too.
Just look at this trifecta right here. This is crazy.
Wow.
Diane Keaton, Bianca
And that was
Jagger,
all the same
Iman.
night, those three.
Wow.
Hachi
Kate
Machi.
Jackson. Michelle Phillips again.
Whoa. Barbara Minty.
We should keep score.
BB Buell.
Oh, B.B. Buell again.
Yeah.
Harley Simon again.
Melanie Griff.
They swung in the same circles.
Oh, yeah. Look at that mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Goldie. Joni.
I like the first part of this was an interview, and now it's just three horny guys sitting
Yeah.
around.
Jane Fonda. Barbara.
Who wants to like good stories? Well, look at her mouth and her bone structure. Holy shit!
Bridget Parker. Well, we did ourselves too, just to keep it even.
Next thing you know, we're watching movies.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you guys want to get a roast beef sandwich? I know a spot.
Damn, yeah. Pull up Jeter.
I found out who's number one, by the way.
Who?
Sabrina Carpenter.
What?
Number one.
How's that work?
What does that mean?
I don't have no idea.
Oh, I
The
guess you
guy she did.
banged a bunch of guys.
Can't be right.
I didn't know
She's
women
only
could
like
do
20.
it.
It's 4 guys. There's 6 guys.
Yeah, this is rigged.
All right.
Yeah. no, this is
Yeah,
not
what does
good.
that mean?
Nicholson and Beatty had a life. Holy shit!
Do Leo.
Them right before they died, their life flashing before their eyes.
Oh.
They're gonna come. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be so cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you think they ever lay in bed going, okay, let's start from the beginning. Who was I with?
Yes. I do that, and I'm nobody.
A woman you did ask you like, who are you with? For them, they're like, do you have like 4 weeks
Yeah,
or something?
Yeah, yeah. What's
Really
your body
delve into
count?
this.
16. That's the age. You beat me to it.
16 that's a high ranking.
That's impressive.
Oh my gosh.
See, it's almost cooler when you've never heard of them because that means they're like some Russian model whore.
Yeah, yeah.
These top three are all in 2023. That's what he did, is in
Jeez.
2023. These also.
Ah.
We're not out of 2023
Oh,
yet.
these women are all smoking.
And they're all young as shit. Jesus, they're too young.
Speak for yourself. Alina, they're all legal. Oh my God, this looks like a Ford modeling agency just flipping through it. Rihanna!
In 2015, Rihanna, too.
Damn.
Was that before or after Chris Brown?
They both hit that.
Oh, my God. All right.
Sorry. All right.
Well, that's a good run here for Leo, too.
All right. Anyway,
Diddy.
P. Diddy.
Rumor.
You can't put rumors in. If that's true, I'm up to 12.
Wait, the rumor is that he molested Leo?
apparently.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Carmen Electra,
That's what I
Paris
call it
Hilton.
Dating, would you?
Is that?
Yeah, by the way, that should knock you into the 200s at least.
Yeah,
You should still be in the
true.
top 16 after that.
I think Epstein's won. Giselle,
Where's
Oh.
P. Diddy right now?
Vanessa Trump.
He's in prison.
He is?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's with Luigi. Yeah, same prison as Luigi. Demi Moore, Hot Tamale, Claire Danes,
Wow.
This is
Shalom
Leo?
Harlow,
all Leo.
Heather
We're still on Leo.
Graham, Juliette Lewis, Christina Aguilera,
They saved the big names for the end.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Wow.
Oh, go up to Irina Shank. Holy Hachi Dick
one?
Cheese. Yeah, that's Bradley Cooper's wife.
Uh-oh.
So I guess
By the way, I love
she-
that Mark and I literally every week we're like, we get in a lot of trouble with the women in our lives from just podcast clips.
Yeah, I
and then
know.
like, how should we close out this week's episode? Oh my God, look at her. Holy shit.
Well, you're single, but he's married with
Well,
kids.
That's true.
Yeah, well, this pod has definitely put the brakes on some relationships.
Yeah, we gotta cool it.
We got to cool it.
Yeah.
But no, I'm maybe in something now, so we'll see.
Ooh,
So we'll see.
the Knicks game lady.
Yes,
Wow, that's you put it out there in the world. That's public.
How exciting, though, is this time right now?
dude.
Infatuation time.
Trying to. Oh, I think I meant the Knicks.
Yeah. So did I was like playoffs.
You met someone. I'm like, you're right. Jalen Brunson really is. That
Everybody's
twinkle in his eyes.
Yeah.
No, dude. That's fun. It is. She's very cool. So,
She see you at the club? Is that where she's saying?
no, I fucking Hinge, dude.
Yeah.
Hinge is
I'm-
big.
No,
Hinge? You go on the...
I was on there for not long, and she was hot. I swiped, and I was like, boom, and has a kid and a gay ex.
Oh, perfect.
It
Gay
is
X
perfect,
is
but he's
ideal.
not a cool gay ex. He's not like a fun gay ex. He's like a sad gay ex.
All right.
Yeah, it's fine.
But there's no competition.
No,
That's
I
nice.
hope not.
Do you
Oh,
think
boy.
if there was no...
Oh, please don't.
Number one.
One relationship.
Oh, great.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sam.
That's a hell of a photo they got, huh?
Yeah, geez, well, what the hell has happened in my life at that point? When did I get bangs? What
This is when you're
the hell happened to my face?
Your P. Diddy cellmate right here.
What if it was just Taylor and P. Diddy?
Oh,
Oh, the number is how many you've been with.
No, that's relationships total. His ranking is no ranking.
Yeah.
Her photo's not great either.
Cut it.
There we got that.
No, you can keep it. Who gives a shit?
Okay, well, pull up Nealon's history. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, Kevin, you want to plug some dates coming up?
Nah. Yeah, no, I got have a special that's out on YouTube called Loosen the Crotch.
Nice.
Great jokes.
Yeah, it's on
Great.
YouTube.
Well, give it a watch
there's
right
my,
now.
There's my little schedule. The people can check out my schedule on KevinNealon.com.
There we go. We got May 22nd in Houston.
Nice.
Yeah.
23rd also Houston. 24th, and then Pottstown, PA on the 29th.
Oh, we know
30th
Soul Jules.
May.
Getting exhausted looking at this.
Nah.
And then in June, it's Solana Beach, California, Covina, Tulsa, Oklahoma on the 11th
Woo.
to the 13th, which is nice. Pittsburgh on the 19th.
Nice.
I don't know where Ridgefield, Washington is, but you'll be there on
That's with Dana Carvey.
Oh, I
And
can't miss
also
that.
the zoo below that. We're at a zoo.
What?
Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio. Hilarities?
Oh, the best.
That's a good,
Great
good
room.
One of my
right there.
faves.
Wow, that's great. Boston in August.
Oh,
Wilbur.
These are all the cities I've been with.
You've been inside of them.
Yeah. It's funny, when you post where you're going to be, you never put it's a club. You just put Cincinnati, Ohio.
Right.
People, oh, it must be, what theater is that at? Oh, it's a comedy club.
That is true.
Yeah, so I got that special that's out there right now.
And say
Loosen
the name
Crotch.
one more time.
It's called Loosen the Crotch. It's on YouTube. It's part of the 800-pound gorilla platform.
and it's doing really well.
Over $500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just came out.
And then I got a movie. The Mermaid movie is out May 26th.
Ooh.
And
Black
the hiking
Mermaid?
show I do, Hiking with Kevin on YouTube.
Nice.
And I've done like 170 hikes.
Jesus.
And you get
That's-
huge guests in there. So I saw
Yeah.
Tom Hanks and all
Whoa.
Yeah, he's-
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Conan and Bryan
Conan.
Cranston.
Wow.
Sheryl Crow. And then, my wife and I were executive producers on a documentary that got nominated for an Oscar called Come See Me in the Good Light. And we went to the Oscars this year. It was crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah. And we didn't win, but it's on Apple TV. You can check it out. Come see me in the good light. There you go.
Was that a Conan hosting?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Damn.
cool. Did you get to go to the after party?
Yeah, but not the good one.
Ah.
This one with the Improv. That was the governor's ball.
Oh, nice.
I didn't think he was there, or she was there, whoever it is.
Newsom?
So now we're down into, who's this?
Is this me? Oh yeah, I'm at Verona, New York at the Turning Stone Casino June 6th, and then I'm going to. I'm off for a while, but I'll add some stuff. I got late August, Lisbon, then Athens. You got to go see all.
How does that happen? What is in Athens?
I'm doing a venue there.
Is it like a big club? Or?
It's pretty big, actually. It's someone. Yeah, Athens.
800?
Yeah, I think so.
And how did you get that?
My agent I was like, I just want to go to Athens, and I'll see if it does. Some of these are looking good, and some are looking. Budapest is looking really bad. So I'm just pumped to go to Budapest, but that's looking rough. Zagreb, for some reason, is looking really good. So keep buying
Where
Zagreb.
the hell is Zagreb?
Croatia.
Oh, got
Then
it.
we got Vienna, Warsaw.
Is this from YouTube?
I don't know.
Or specials, Netflix specials?
From everything.
It must be everything. I don't know.
Accumulation.
Yeah.
Now, when I said, how did you get these? I mean, are you that funny? That's what I was wondering.
No, Kevin, but I have really good bone structure. And
Bedroom
Warsaw's
eyes.
supposed to be beautiful.
I heard.
That's what I hear.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
And how long are you in
Helsinki.
each town? Like one day?
A couple nights
one
each.
evening.
No, I make sure a couple nights each, and then Helsinki's only one night, and then then I got Stockholm and Copenhagen, and hopefully Mark and I are shooting a movie this summer. We'll see. But
I'm so jealous, man. This is what I always wanted to do. I went to Paris last summer and did a gig there. And it was just a little room, like 60 people.
it's so fun though.
It was fun. And then they have these other little clubs. It's literally like 20 people they seat, it's
Yeah.
upstairs in some place. But I always wanted to do something like this. And it's not like a lot of money, is it? How much is it? No, they don't pay a lot of money. So it's almost like...
It's a free vacation.
I mean, with the planes and, the hotels, right?
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It's going to be great.
It will be fun. There's no doubt about it.
yeah.
I would die to do that.
I did that Athens room. It was good.
Yeah.
The crowds there are great. They're
Really? In
so
Athens?
grateful you come. Yeah.
Are they American?
Not really, but they speak
They
English.
speak English.
And they
Everywhere
get
you
it?
go. Yeah, everywhere
Yeah.
you go. It's dude. I was in Milan last year, and they were good. It's shocking how good they are.
And they know all our American stuff. They know all about our politics and movie stars.
And do you go by train, or how do you get to these places?
I just jumped around on a flight to flight.
Yeah, some places you can take. I have to do a car for one of them, but then it's mostly short, like hour flights.
Do they have Ubers there?
Yeah.
And who books all the travel for you? Like your manager?
Agent.
An agent?
Yeah,
Dang, man.
With the
You
internet,
guys
it's
got the
all-
life, man.
International.
it's all right.
Where are you going to be, Mark?
Oh, where am I going to be? Spokane Comedy Club.
Back to the States.
We're back in the clubs, baby. Helium, Philly. Come on out. Milwaukee Improv, Irvine Improv. Let's sell that puppy
That's
out.
where I filmed my special, Urban Improv.
Great room.
I love
Yeah.
that room.
Great
500?
room.
Sees about
Classic.
500.
Tempe Improv, Detroit area,
That's a great
Royal
one,
Oak.
too.
Yep.
Larry's is
Cleveland
great.
again. And Emerald City. I've never been there. I'm trying that out. That's Seattle. And that'll Tampa and Cobb's in SF, and then
great
Houston
one.
Improv.
You know what's a great room? You guys got, I bet you haven't worked there. It's up in Eugene, Oregon. It's called, I forget what it's called.
Patel had the funniest line on Eugene, or he goes, Eugene, Oregon, as I call it, the town that makeup forgot.
That's fun. Oh yeah, we got Pushing Boulder about to hit 400K.
Holy
That's a little
shit.
documentary me and Sally made about trying to work on material and tweak material
That's
before
a
a
handsome
special.
guy right there.
Roast beef sandwich. And
Yeah, look at that. Almost 400K views.
we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, it's hungover. All right, I'm hungover now. Hey, Netflix Fest, thanks for having us. Kevin, thanks for popping in.
And
It's,
watching
it's an honor.
special.
Thanks for having me, man.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
Loose in the
awesome.
Crotch on YouTube.
Loosen the crotch. YouTube.
KevinNealon.com for my schedule.
Let's get
Come
it to
see
a
me in the
million.
Good light. Hiking with Kevin.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, watch Hiking with Kevin. Those are awesome.
Oh,
They
yeah.
turned this off like 5 minutes ago. So I got Cleveland coming up.
That was
All right.
Dude, that was awesome.
Sunday's the day for my neck.